Hello, everybody. My name is Denise, and today I'll read chapter 5. When we woke up, we were super dizzy. I feel like I did that time. I got stuck in the washing machine, said Mary. But the worst than dizziness was our worry for the world we left behind. Do you think our friends and family are okay? Cha-cha took seconds. Remember, my teeth inspector caramel too. I said, we must have hope. If we complete our mission, we'll be okay. Everyone has, will be okay. We opened the time machine door. We were on the edge of a forest. What are you guys wearing? Barry laughed. What are we wearing? Cha-Cha asked. What are you wearing? Our clothes have changed. This is crazy, Pumpkin Duck said. How did the time machine change our outfits? I don't know, said Cha-Cha, but mine's a little tight. We look ridiculous, said Kung Fu Duck. I actually think you look really cool, I said to Kung Fu Duck. At least you blend in, she replied, pointing into the distance. We looked where Kung Fu Duck was pointing. We saw a huge crowd gathered out in the front of a castle. Most of them were dressed like us. Some were dressed as knights. 2030 is not what I thought it would be, said Barry. I don't think this is 2030, I replied. So what year is it? Asked Chacha. I rushed back. Sorry, sorry, my internet is not connected. Okay, back to the time machine to check the date. 10, 10,030. I remember reading about 10,030 in our history class, said Computer. It's not dark ages. We castled the world during the long years, said Cha-Cha. It's okay, I said. Everyone can get back to the time machine, and we'll try again. I said the year 2030 and couldn't believe it. Nothing happened. That's when I remembered. It took 8 hours to recharge. What are we going to do for 8 hours? Tofu Duck asked. Eat, said Barry. All the time travel has made me so hungry. Good idea, said Tata Chick. Then, before we get food, I said, we need to hide the time machine. As we followed the road towards the castle, I realized now how hungry we were. Cha-Cha was so hungry that she thought she saw an apple on the path, but it was just a red handkerchief. I can't eat that, complained Cha-Cha. She slipped the handkerchief into the pocket and we walked on. It wasn't long before we reached the crowd, gathered gathered outside the castle. The animals all were crying. Must be a wedding, said Cha-Cha. My mom always cries at weddings. So do I, said Barry. But soon we realized it wasn't a wedding. There was a huge people making a speech. Who's the big guy? Kung Fu Duck whispered to Neville Duck. His name is Orpheus. The medieval duck whispered back. Tiny. Has gone for 2 weeks now, said Horse. I fear she has left us forever. The crowd shook their heads. She would never leave us, a hedgehog cried out. She's our one and only princess, shouted a deer. I wish you were right, Horseray continued. I really do. I love my niece dearly, but ever since she was a baby hippo, she has been irresponsible. She's not irresponsible, a giant stallion called out. She's the kindest animal on the land. Princess Tiny sounds really popular, I whispered to the others. I know how she feels, Cha-Cha replied. Just as my niece was about to be crowned queen, her kingdom needed her most and deserved her, said Horsegrace. We must now make alternative arrangements. Your dress, our dress you again. Courtney. Horseray bowed his head and walked back inside the castle, leaving the crowd continue weeping. So I've worked out what's going on, Mary said. The princess has disappeared. Yeah, I didn't. I think we all thought that, I replied. Sounds like she didn't want to become queen, said Kung Fu Duck. How could you not want to be queen? Cha-Cha asked. You get to sit on the world's comfiest chair and eat the world's best food, Barry added. Speaking of food, and he smelled roast potatoes. Barry has the best sense of smell of any animal I've ever met. Well, he followed his nose to something delicious. Kung Fu Duck and I noticed a poster stuck in a tree. Listen, Princess Tiny. Hey, Cha-Cha, tell me that monkey you found. Kung Fu Duck called out. Kung Fu Duck held the handkerchief up to the poster. They were exactly the same one Princess Tiny's hand. It's a match, said Kung Fu Duck. Where exactly did you find it? I asked Cha-Cha Chick. Near the time machine, she replied. We need to tell Horace the hippo at once. Maybe leave out the bits about the time machine, Cha-Cha. Kung Fu Duck added otherwise. You'll think you're bonkers. Barry returned with a bag of roast potatoes. You're free to go back in time to save the world, he said. You're bonkers. 6. The four of us made our way to the castle, which was guarded by 4 massive water buffaloes. They looked really cranky, I whispered to the others. We had to cross a drawbridge over the moat to get to them. As soon as we had crossed, the drawbridge was raised. We were trapped. What is the purpose of your visit? The biggest buffalo boss boomed. We have information about the missing princess, said Uncle Duck. We needed to speak to her uncle, I added. The water buffalo whispered to each other. When Horse Hippo appeared, we have some important information for you, I said, holding up the red handkerchief. The Harper didn't want to hear it. Instead of welcome us inside, he yelled, seize them. In an instant, the buffaloes had us surrounded. Whoa, whoa, relax, Uncle Duck said. The buffalo didn't relax. We can't take these guys, I said. Let me at them, said Cha-Cha. We must want to help, said Uncle Duck. But it looked like me and these guys weren't in the mood to talk. I grabbed a bag and opened it so everyone could take hold of their weapons. The biggest buffalo leaped toward me with a sharp and powerful spear, but I used my broomstick to whack it away. He spun the spear around and whipped it at my legs. I hurled it just in time to knock his spear to the ground with my spinning broomstick. The second biggest buffalo tried to charge Kung Fu Duck, running her torture at full speed, but Kung Fu Duck was too quick and angry. She flipped into the air and doing a full somersault. Then, on her way down, she used her tea towel to whip the buffalo's ankle and pull him down too. Her third biggest buffalo, Cha-Cha, and body slammed her to the ground. The buffalo was right up in Cha-Cha's face, so Cha-Cha used her teaser on her Mixie Fixie to pluck his hairs from the boy's nose. The buffalo sneezed, and Cha-Cha leaped to clear. When she needed to, Cha-Cha would move very fast. Meanwhile, Barry was doing an amazing job, leading off the smallest buffalo with his red. Barry wasn't a great fighter, but he's really good at distracting. In the middle of the fight, he pointed out and said, "What's that?" The buffalo looked up and very quickly swung his leg low and took the guard. All of our calculus during lunch breaks at Tuck was paying off. Well, almost the buffalo were much bigger than us, and we were running out of energy. We didn't think we could fight them mm, off much longer, but Uncle Duck had other ideas. How? You take two of them, mm, she said. He ran off. I tried desperately to hold two biggest buffaloes by myself, but it was impossible. They were far too strong for me. I couldn't believe that Kung Fu Duck had ran off on us, but it turned out she hadn't. Kung Fu Duck had found a leader for the drawbridge and pulled it down, giving us a way to escape over the moat. Hmm, Pow Pow, Cha Cha, Berry, he called. Run, Frank. We ran as quickly as we could, sprinting away from the buffaloes and heading for the drawbridge. The buffalo came bounding after us. For big animals, they were very fast. Hey, Mary, Tata, and I jumped onto the drawbridge. Hang on, he would have yelled, and he winding the drawbridge up again. It was then we noticed um, there were giant crocodiles in the moat. We were jumping over the water and gnashing their teeth. The water buffalo tried to reach us, but Coco Duck round the bridge just in time. As I stood there, Coco Duck came sprinting behind them. He, leaping to the air, used the biggest buffalo to springboard to launch herself into the drawbridge, and then across the moat to safety. Phew, that was close, I said to the others. Take time, you bullies, Santa yelled. Not now, who's a chicken? Bert. Cha-Cha was so busy doing the Cha-Cha chicken dance that she wasn't watching where she was going, and Cha-Cha, let hold of my toddler, I shouted. I can't. I'll fall, Cha-Cha shouted back. Trust me, Cha-Cha, I got you. Cha-Cha was cranking her heel. Her claw was slipping off the edge of the bed. Come on, Cha-Cha, I called. You can do it. Cha-Cha got hold of my toddler. Great work, Cha-Cha, I said. I'll pull you up now. I pulled as hard as I could, but the room strong enough to lift Cha-Cha back into the bed. And looks like The Crocs are going to have roast chicken tonight. The biggest buffalo called out. Hang in there, Cha-Cha, yelled Barry. All of us grabbed hold of Cha-Cha. We heaved with our might, we heaved with all our might, and together we pulled her up to safety. Mom died. Oh, sorry, my internet access is low. Tata was shaking so much, I thought he was going to lay an egg. Thanks, Uncle Duck, you saved us, he said. I said, you did pretty well out there yourself, Pow Pow, he replied. Then we ran for our lives. 7. We arrived back at the time machine. We were completely out of breath. Barry was so tired he fainted and fell sideways to the ground. Cha-Cha bent over, trying to catch her breath. It was too close for comfort. Purple Duck was the fittest of us all, but even she was puffing like a steam train with the back cold. The Middle Ages aren't fun at all, Mary explained. The time machine hasn't full charge yet, so we're stuck here for a few more hours. I said, I suggest we find a good hiding spot and have a nap. I said, Cha-Cha. We can stay there until the time machine is ready to go. We can't just hide, I said. The princess needs us. Right, Uncle Duck added. Remember, the top motto, every good deed makes the future a little brighter. Fair call, Cha-Cha said. We do need a brighter future, and we can't leave when things are so terrible for the princess and her kingdom. Where do we even start looking for the princess? Cha-Cha asked. Can you take us back to where you found the handkerchief? I asked. Follow me, said Cha-Cha. She leads us down the path. It was right here, Cha-Cha pointed proudly. The problem was, we were in the middle of nowhere. We looked around for other clues that would help explain where the princess has gone, but we Wala siya ho! Ako nakbaka na eh. Này, Trời rồi gì? Yeah, yeah. But we couldn't find anything. Just grass and trees. If you're looking for you don't understand, said Confucius. Prepare to be amazed, said Mary, as he stuck his nose into the air. I picked a fence. Mary's super nose was at it again. He started running, and we all chased after him. We ran for ages. Mary led us through thick forests, through dark caverns, through deep rivers. Finally, Barry stopped snipping. "The sand stop here," she said. "We're at the bottom of an enormous cliff." The cliff was ridiculously steep, and there was no way we could climb up to the top. That's all the sniffing for a dead end. Barry couldn't believe it. He fell over with tiredness. "We try our best to find the princess," Tata said. "Now let's head back to the time machine. Barry could be charged by the time we get back," Barry added. "And this time, can we please go to the year that has restaurants?" We were just about to head off when I saw something strange. "Wait, guys, look! See, even the butterflies know it's time for hiding," Tata said. "No, the butterfly isn't hiding," I said. "There's an opening at the cliff. That must be where the princess is." "I'll go up and have a look," said Comfy Duck. "You're never able to climb up there," said Tata. "I know, said Kung Fu Duck. "That's why you're going to give me a boost." So we formed an animal ladder. Cha-Cha was our base. Then Barry stood on Cha-Cha's shoulder, and I stood on Barry's. Was just about to climb and stop climbing when Cha-Cha called out, "Thank you guys, I'm going to sneeze." Achoo! "Sorry guys," said Cha-Cha, "but Barry's fur got up my beak, so I couldn't. I think I'd be able to stop sneezing." "One more time," I pleaded. Cha-Cha sighed. "Fine, one more chance. But try and keep your fur to yourself, Barry." We found the animal ladder again, and the Kung Fu Duck quickly and carefully climbed on our shoulders. Cha-Cha was just about to sneeze again. Said Pickles. "Say Pickles," said Barry. "What?" Cha-Cha asked. Stop me, Barry. Pickles." It worked, and it stopped Cha-Cha from sneezing. "What just happened?" Cha-Cha asked. "Saying a weird word distracted you and stopped you sneezing. My mom told me that," Barry replied. "Smart lady, your mom," I said. Meanwhile, Kung Fu Duck was climbing all the way up to the cramp in the cliff face. You were right, Pow Pow," called Kung Fu Duck. "There's an opening here, and it looks like it leads to a cave. Only problem is, the cramp's too small for me to climb through. If the princess is inside, there must be a way to get in," I said. "Can you see a handle or lever?" Kung Fu Duck looked around. "Nope, I think we might be barking up the wrong cliff. I'm just going to catch my breath. Then I'm coming back." Kung Fu Duck was standing on a nearby rock. Crack! The rock was a lever. It opened the cave. "Whoa, come check this out, guys," Kung Fu Duck exclaimed. "And, how?" Barry asked. He was still balanced on Cha-Cha's shoulder, and I was balanced on his. "Pow Pow, I can pull you up," said Kung Fu Duck. He leaned down and grabbed my toddlers and pulled me up too. The cave. "That's great for you guys, but what about us?" Barry called out. "Tata, can you fly up there and here with Barry on your shoulders?" I suggested. "You know I'm a terrible flyer," Tata replied. "Give it a try," said Humphrey Duck. Cha-Cha flapped her feathers and got a few centimeters off the ground before dropping back down. "You should have eaten so many potatoes, Barry." "It's not you, Barry. It's just that I smile about it, as well as the piano, said Cha-Cha, shrugging. Okay, so Barry, he jumped off Cha-Cha. We'll wait down here. Keep a lookout, I said. We're heading in. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.